Hey there, I'm Annie, and I'm made to amuse. I've been really frustrated with the creative limitations in Forza Horizon for a long time. Not only is there little to no user interface nor development for the user experience, aka no way to search or organize your designs. The way the Forza devs lock down everything, it makes it impossible to share your own work with yourself, family, friends, and equally to all other players. I personally have other accounts and kissed all my creations goodbye when FH4 launched. I couldn't have been more excited to learn this reality is finally in flux. If you're like me, in that you're open to change, you love designing, this technique might just be up your alley. Please note, there are individuals who hate the idea of this and will call you a cheater if you use the tool I am about to show you. To those people, I would say, I don't understand why my enjoyment ruins your game. But you're entitled to your own opinion. That's the end of my disclaimer regarding this controversial topic. The 2019 Bugatti Divo I designed has two canvases I want to save as vinyl groups. One side that will be mirrored, and the top. To prep your car sides for export, load the livery you want to save, and go to Apply Vinyls and Decals. As you can see, the layer management process is a bit tedious. This is because to save your work, you can only have a single layer group. If you're anything like me, you have nested groups and they all need to be separated. Unluckily for us, there is no bulk ungroup option, although I would be on the lookout for a script that could do just that. In the meantime, I will be ungrouping all of the layers manually. Assuming you're following along with me, please download Forza Painter from Github. The export feature we will use was released in March of 2022. If you Google Forza Painter, 2 words, it will come right up. You can also make sure you stay up to date on ADOG's Forza Painter Discord server by checking the Updates channel. If you're not familiar with GitHub, click the green Code button on the top right of the repository. This will reveal a zip file containing the tool. Download the zip and extract it to a local drive on your PC. I'm using my D drive, because D is for design. I organized my versions by the release date, and I recommend keeping a copy of the zip as a backup. Use 7-zip or a similar program to extract Forza Painter Master to its own folder. This will allow you to access the different programs that you need. The first BAT file in the list is labeled dump vinyl group by running this bat. This function is what we are going to need to export our designs after they have been ungrouped. Awesome! Now you're prepared for exporting your designs so they can be used in FH4 for you or your loved ones. Let's take a moment to review. First, you need to access the original creator's FH4 or FH5 account. Next, load the car and the livery you want to export. Go to the Designs and Paints menu, then launch the 3D vinyl editor. From here, you need to ungroup all of the layers on a given side of the car. After you've ungrouped all the layers, we can get to the fun part. To double check you've completed this task, you can scan for the teal layer group icon on the left corner of each layer. The layers with no icon here have been reduced to one vinyl shape, and that's what we need. There is a similar icon on the bottom right, which indicates masks. These are fine. Once you've completed the ungrouping process, highlight all the layers, make a single group, and save it as a vinyl group. You may want to indicate what canvas it came from in the file name. Repeat this process until you've got a vinyl group for each side of the car. Careful not to save to the car when you exit the 3D vinyl editor. If you want another save with the ungrouped layers for whatever reason, I recommend saving a copy to your design catalog. This is important because shared designs will be overwritten, and you will need to download them from your own Creative Hub to restore them. The next step is to open the livery vinyl groups in the 2D vinyl editor. Navigate to the location on your PC where you extracted Forza Painter Master. and double-click the BAT file that's labeled dump to export your design. This script will auto-create an export folder named with the date of your first export. You will need to open this folder in a new window or move the exported final group JSONs to the Forza Painter master root directory. This is because you need to drag and drop the JSON onto Forza Painter.exe to import the design. I would recommend saving a screenshot of each vinyl group in this location as well, and give it the same name as the exported JSON file, as this will act as your preview image and makes organizing your designs on your PC much easier. After you've exported the livery vinyl groups from the 2D editor, you can quit the game. Log into the appropriate Xbox account and load FH4 or 5 where you'd like to import your vinyl groups. Go to the Select Car screen and get in the car the livery was created for. If you don't have the car, look into buying one from the auto show or auction house, if possible. Of course, you could mod your design to apply it to other cars, but it will be effortless to apply to the same car. In my case, I need to get into the 2019 Bugatti Divo. Cool. Hold that thought though. Next, we need to import our designs. This process only works in the 2D vinyl editor. If you forget how many layers you need, just open the JSON file in a text editor like Notepad++, and subtract 2 from the line count. Each JSON has an empty line 1 as well as an empty last line. Thus, removing the empty lines gives you the layer count. To use Forza Painter, first create a vinyl group with the number of ungrouped layers needed. In my vinyl groups, I've already created various templates that can be overwritten with Forza Painter. The 350 layer template will work for the top canvas. Now I need to ungroup the layers and adjust the layer count to the amount I need. Then, the design will be ready for import. You can use Alt-Tab to switch back to your JSON to check the layer count and reveal the Forza Painter folders to import your design. Drag and drop the JSON you need over forzapainter.exe. You can close the command prompt windows when you see Done at the bottom of the active window. Go back to the game and overwrite the template file with your design. Nice! Now to import the side panel. Note that the sidebar in the vinyl group menu displays the number of layers in each group. I'm going to use my 750 layer template for this one, but this time I will delete layers instead of adding them. However, if I left them as is, it would work fine. Forza Painter would overwrite the needed layers, and I would be left with a bunch of circles that I could delete later. It's when you don't have enough layers to overwrite that causes the problem, where the imported design will be left incomplete. Don't worry if the design looks wacky after the import. You may need to exit the 2D editor and load the design again to fix the thumbnail image. Now that we have imported our livery sites, we can launch the 3D vinyl editor with the car we got in earlier. Then go to add a new layer and choose Load a Vinyl Group to access your saved designs. Now all you need to do is match the vinyl groups to the side of the car they were pulled from. I'm going to mirror my side canvas, which works fine for this design. However, if you have logos or text, you will need to do each side separately or add the logos and text on later. Since I didn't have any paint on this car yet, I went ahead and saved to the current car. Now to add the paint, and my design will have been successfully transferred. Next is the easy part. Or so I thought. If you have trouble painting your car, aka instead of selecting a custom paint, FH5 crashes, navigate to the settings window, choose graphics, and get this. Toggle off ray tracing? Ray tracing. Huh. This is currently the last option in FH5 in the graphics settings. So if you press up, it'll bring you right there. I don't understand why turning off ray tracing seems to fix this weird bug. But if it's a problem for you, I'd recommend updating your graphics drivers to see if you can omit the weird workaround going forward. Amazing! Now we've recreated our design without having to build it back from scratch. It's what I've always wanted. What do you think? We've got the original livery on the left and the imported version on the right. I think I did pretty good recreating my design. Now I get to modify my livery as desired, and I could even share it if I wanted to. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you next time.